So on this channel, I try to concentrate on trading strategies, right? Stocks, cryptos, options trading. I try to put out tutorials. I try to stay positive. But one of my motivations for creating a channel was not just to spread knowledge and keep myself on my toes and keep educating and learning as well, but it was to have a platform because I got tired. There's certain situations where you get walked all over, you get wronged somehow. And if you don't have a voice, if you don't have a platform, then you just got to take it on the chin. And I feel like at this point in my life, I'm not going to take it on the chin anymore. And I feel like Gemini is screwing me over. And I don't like how the customer service department is handling things. And so I'm going to go ahead and make a whole video about it and let you guys decide. And if you had comparable experiences with Gemini or any of the other crypto exchanges out there, please mention it in the comment section, because the whole point of this crypto space, this is basically us, the people, right? It's supposed to be the democratized trading exchange, democratized currency, right? But the reality is, it is run by a lot of corporations, a lot of smart coders. It's run by a lot of companies like centralized exchanges. And when they mess up, when they F up big time, then it is up to us to go ahead and prove ourselves right. And most of these platforms, they don't really respond in a timely manner. They don't really have someone that you could just call on the phone. It's all email banter, and it's usually people that are probably making $18 an hour in another country answering and trying to, problem solve with you. Because I've been trading stocks for a very long time. Back in the day, I was using Trade King, if you remember that. More recently, TD Ameritrade and E-Trade. And if I have an issue, I simply call up the customer service department, have a conversation, and right then and there, we could go back and forth. I could explain my situation. They can explain some of their points. And most of the time, they will agree with the customer. And sometimes they even throw in a bonus of like $100 and apologize for the inconvenience. But in this case with crypto, it's really upon us to prove our point, and most of the time it's just ignored or it just goes away because we get tired and annoyed and we have learned helplessness when it comes to these things. But I think that's wrong, and that's why I'm going to share this experience not only here but in a lot of the threads. I'm going to leave a bunch of reviews, and I also want to hear from you guys if you had a similar experience. So take a look at the video and let me know your thoughts. Okay, so not to bore you, I'm going to show you exactly what I did. I basically placed an order for Terra Luna on Active Trader, which is Gemini's advanced trading platform, and here's the transaction history. So on this account, I just have a little bit of money from all the referrals I make, plus the initial deposit I made in order to open up the account. So if you've been following this channel, you remember that about half a year ago, I made a video called Gemini Crypto Review and Tutorial. In order to do so, I went ahead and used the platform, because I never review anything without first using the platform. Now, if you take a look here, May 14th, this was in the wee early hours of the AM, I purchased 1 million Luna for $300. I know, silly, but I had a feeling, I was doing research on it, and I was right. It went up pretty quickly, and so I put a stop limit sell order in. That stop limit sell order completed, and the amount that I got from it was $428, which is exactly $128.29 above my initial trade. So I made a profitable trade. But guess what? It actually didn't. Take a look here. I still have 1 million Luna, now worth a lot less, $210. How? I thought I bought and sold it. This is the only transaction history I have. So I'm not fudging the numbers. I bought 1 million Luna and I pretty much sold 1 million Luna right here. And it was complete. And this was the number. This is the official information that Gemini is relating to me. This is what I go by. It's been completed. I put a limit buy order in, then a stop limit sell order. But guess what? It's not. I actually own a bunch of Luna and I only have $29.50 in US dollars. This Bitcoin here, this is just referral bonuses. Thank you for all of those that signed up using the link. But the major problem is I couldn't get rid of my Luna. I actually couldn't even place a limit order because it was tied up in the stop limit sell order. According to Gemini, it was already complete. And so I couldn't take out my money. And what happened is Luna went up to 0.0008 or something like that. And I could have tripled my money. But instead, I'm locked in, and now my money's like this. So what did I do? Well, I opened up a ticket. It was a whole song and dance to figure out where the heck to open up a ticket, but I went and opened up a ticket. There was no customer service that I could call. I had an email exchange, and the email exchange, in my humble opinion, is an absolute disaster of a customer service experience. And so I'll be happy to share that with you at this very moment. So initially, I got an email saying that someone's gonna get back to me promptly. Okay. Then I get this other email telling me that due to liquidity conditions, we have switched trading from Luna and UST into limit only mode. This means your stop limit order will not execute. Guess what, buddy? It executed. It said complete. It said donezo. I watched it execute. But apparently, it's not going to execute. Well, then why would you let me place a stop limit order? Now they go on and say the crypto will only be available to trade an active trader for all Gemini customers. Great. I went ahead and placed it on active trader. And they show me here how to make a limit sell order for Luna. And I want to be very mindful that I went ahead and tried to place a limit sell order and it would not allow me to. If you search for how to use stop orders on Coinbase, you'll see that my video comes up pretty much number one and has a bazillion views on it. And also, it's the same thing for limit sell orders. And so I'm just pointing that out so that you understand that I actually do know what a limit order is and what a stop limit order is. And I know all the intricacies that are involved in it. So I go ahead and I point everything out to them and I go detail by detail as far as what happened with my trade. And so they respond to me and they say, it appears your stop limit order was placed 2 days after we had informed all Gemini customers that Luna and UST trades will only be executed in limit only mode. An email was sent out on May 12, 2022. With regard to this, we encourage you to search your email inbox and review that email. I've searched everything and I did not get an email like this. And so I went ahead and I informed that of them. And even without that, I want to point out, and I checked all of my email inboxes, all my spam, all mail, all of that. I want to point out that it is ridiculous for an exchange to have certain rules that they email about, but then still allow you to place the trade. So for instance, if they're not allowing people to place stop limit orders on Luna, then the platform, the actual exchange, when I go to place a stop limit order, should now allow me to. However, they did. So right here, they say, I'm working with my team to resolve your issue regarding your Luna trade. I'll be sure to follow up as soon as I have next steps. If you have any questions in the meantime or any additional details you think would be helpful, please feel free to reply to this email. And so over here, the last email that I get, this really set me off, and this is why I'm making this video. And I hope they come to a good resolution soon, or I'll just send them this exact video that I uploaded to YouTube. Maybe it'll be better for them to understand the situation, because obviously I'm getting bounced around here. And they said, hi Eddie, just want to follow up and confirm that you're trying your trade on the active trader interface, correct? The order may not execute on the retail UI. Looking forward to your reply. Now they are misconstruing what the problem is, okay? So the problem is not that I could go ahead and now sell my Luna when it's trading at a much lower price than it was when I wanted to trade it. That's not the issue. I don't want to get rid of my Luna at a loss. And I understand this is a ridiculous situation, but for an exchange to go ahead and allow you to place a stop limit sell order for it to complete, and then for your funds to not transfer, for them to just stay Luna, and you don't get any email, you don't get anything about it. I mean, if I didn't understand how to use exchanges pretty well, I wouldn't have even realized that this is an issue, and I wouldn't have touched it, and Luna might go to zero, which most likely it will, and I'll lose all my money. And so this is ridiculous. The only option I have right now, to me, I can't call up customer service. This isn't like an E-Trade brokerage account. I just got to sit here like an idiot and wait for Gemini to email me back. And sure, now I'm able to place a sell limit order. Before I wasn't. For about a day or even longer, it was pretty much locked because it said I didn't have enough Luna to trade with, because that stop limit sell order went through. And so what's interesting here is now they're saying, well, you can just sell all your Luna on active trader and it shouldn't be an issue. But that's not the issue. The issue is that this $428 is going to turn into $210 if I go and sell, and including the actual fee. And I'm even curious if I got charged a fee for this order here that apparently completed but actually didn't complete. Now, for an exchange like Gemini that is supposed to be one of the top exchanges that got all the bells and whistles, super clean. It's supposed to be very safe, very tested. They do all the regulations, all that jazz. I think this is ridiculous. These centralized exchanges, the whole point of crypto is for it to be decentralized. But then there's governing bodies, there's corporations running it because they're the ones that control these centralized exchanges. And for the ones that do, even the huge ones like Gemini, I can't jump on the phone and explain my situation. I have to take many, many days to go ahead and email them, and that is not a very efficient process. It's not a very fair process, and it's extremely frustrating. And the point of this channel is for me to release my frustrations, to let you guys know where to trade, what is good, what my experience is, and I am very, very displeased with my experience with Gemini. So I appreciate you guys watching this video in its entirety. For me, it's been a therapeutic and cathartic banter where I'm just jib-jabbering about how I feel I was wronged. I'm curious on your thoughts. I'm curious if you ever had a similar experience. Please mention in the comment section. Let's learn from one another. Is there something that I could be doing better in the future when I get stuck in these types of situations? Or did I do the right thing? Reach out to customer service, go ahead and post about it everywhere, make a video like this about it. And for those of you guys that have something to give, like knowledge to others, or like making videos or tutorials, I really implore you to go ahead and start a YouTube channel or have some sort of social media presence that's big enough so that if you get wronged, you can make videos like this and kind of stand up for yourself and kind of put more of the pressure on the company to go ahead and address the issue rather than just being another email in their inbox where they know that if they ignore it, most likely that person's too busy and is doing too many things to go ahead and write about their experience or go ahead and share about a really negative experience. But I am, as you can tell, very unhappy because I spent just $300, right? Not a lot of money. Plus it's Terra Luna. Like, let's be real. I probably deserve something like this to happen for even playing around with Terra Luna. But I thought that it fell to such a low amount and that there was going to be a bounce, which there was, and I was right, and I should get rewarded for that. That should have been a profitable trade. And so one thing I'm really happy about is that, again, I was just playing with other crypto profits and some of the referral bonuses that I get from people signing up. But the other thing is I could have easily been investing $10,000 into this. This account, if it had 15, 20 grand and my conviction was strong, I might have rolled 12 grand in there, 15 grand in there, and then I would literally be losing like $5,000, $6,000 because, in my humble opinion, of Gemini's fault and not fault of my own. So please, let me know what you think. Let me know which stock, which crypto, which options trading strategy you wish for me to cover next, and I will see you all in the next video.